Imagine this. You've booked your flights, you've paid for your hotels, you're packed and ready to go. Then, at the check-in counter, the airline agent looks at your documents and tells you that you cannot board the plane. Not because of a criminal record, not because of anything complicated, because of one wrong letter in your name on your Vietnam e-visa. This happens more often than you think, and it's completely avoidable. In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about the Vietnam visa in 2026. Who needs one? How to apply? What mistakes to avoid? And what happens if something goes wrong? Let's get into it. Do you actually need a visa? Before you do anything else, you need to check one thing: whether you even need a visa at all. Vietnam has 3 ways for tourists to enter: visa-free, e-visa, or embassy visa. And a lot of travelers skip this step and apply for a visa they don't need. Or worse, assume they don't need one when they do. Here's how it works. If you hold a passport from the UK, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Russia, Japan, or South Korea, you get 45 days visa-free. No application, no fee. Just show up with your passport. As of August 2025, Vietnam expanded that same 45-day exemption to citizens of Belgium, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Poland, Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania, and several other European nations. ASEAN countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Cambodia, and Laos get 30 days visa-free. Philippines passport holders get 21 days. One important update: there used to be a rule requiring a 30-day gap between visa-free visits. That rule has been completely removed. If you leave Vietnam and want to come right back in, you can. There's also a special case: Phu Quoc Island. If you fly directly to Phu Quoc and stay on the island the whole time, all nationalities get 30 days with no visa required. Now, if you hold a US, Canadian, or Australian passport, you are not visa exempt. You'll need to apply for a visa, and the easiest way to do that is the e-visa. The Vietnam e-visa. The Vietnam e-visa is the standard entry option for most Western travelers. Here's what makes it a good option. It's entirely online. It's fast, and it's affordable. The e-visa is valid for up to 90 days. You can choose single entry or multiple entry. Single entry costs $25. Multiple entry costs $50. These are the official government fees, and they are non-refundable, even if your application is rejected. Processing time is typically 3 to 5 business days, but during peak travel seasons, it can take longer. Apply at least 2 weeks before your trip to be safe. One more thing that changed recently. As of December 2025, the e-visa is now accepted at 83 entry points, including international airports, land borders, and seaports. That's a major increase from before. So if you're crossing into Vietnam by land or sea, your options are much more flexible now. And the most important rule? Only apply through the official Vietnamese government website. The address is evisa.gov.vn. There are dozens of third-party websites that look almost identical to the official site. Some charge $50, $80, even $150 for the exact same visa that costs $25 directly. Don't fall for it. How to apply? Go to evisa.gov.vn and select e-visa issuance. You'll need 2 things to upload: a recent portrait photo of yourself and a photo of your passport data page. That's the page with your photo, your name, and your passport number. This is one of the most common mistakes. People upload the wrong image. Don't upload a photo of your passport cover. The system needs the bio data page, the page with all your information. Your portrait photo must have a white background, no glasses, and show your full face clearly. Make sure it's a recent photo, not one from 5 years ago. When filling in your name, match your passport exactly. Every letter, every middle name, every hyphen, and every space. The e-visa system doesn't allow corrections after approval. If there's a typo, you have to reapply and pay again. For the entry date, pick a date you're confident about. You cannot enter Vietnam before the start date printed on your visa. For the accommodation field, enter the name and address of your first hotel. If your exact address isn't found in the system, enter the main district or city. After you submit, you'll receive a registration code. Write this down. The system doesn't send automatic email updates. You'll need that code to check your application status manually on the website. When your visa is approved, download it and print 2 physical copies. Don't rely on a screenshot on your phone. Airlines and immigration officers expect a printed document. Mistakes that get travelers denied. This is the part most videos skip, and it's the most important section. The number 1 mistake is a name typo. Autocorrect changes letters without you noticing. First and last names get swapped. Middle names get left out. Any mismatch with your passport is grounds for denial at immigration, even if everything else is correct. The second mistake is uploading the wrong photo. Uploading the passport cover instead of the data page is an instant rejection. Third, passport validity. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months beyond your entry date into Vietnam. If your passport expires in 4 months, you need to renew it before you travel, not after. Fourth, applying while inside Vietnam. If you're already in Vietnam and try to apply for an e-visa from there, the application will be automatically rejected. The e-visa must be applied for from outside the country. And fifth, using a third-party website. Beyond the extra cost, some of these sites submit your information incorrectly, or not at all. Always go directly to evisa.gov.vn. If your visa is rejected for any reason, the $25 or $50 fee is gone. You'll need to start over and pay again. Arriving in Vietnam. When you arrive at the airport, have your printed e-visa ready. At the airline check-in counter, before you even board, the agent will check your passport validity and your visa. If something is wrong, they can deny you boarding right there. At immigration in Vietnam, if this is your first time entering with an e-visa, you'll go to the officer window, not the automated gate. They'll take your fingerprints and a photo as part of biometric enrollment. Once you're in the system, future visits go faster. Vietnam now has biometric autogates at Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Da Nang airports. Immigration officers may also ask for proof of onward travel, meaning a return or connecting flight, and your hotel booking. Have these ready, on your phone or printed. One final tip: keep your boarding pass with you until after you've cleared immigration. You may need it. Extending your stay and border runs. Here's something important for slow travelers and anyone planning to stay long-term. The e-visa cannot be extended once you're inside Vietnam. If you want to stay longer, you have 2 options. Option 1, leave Vietnam and re-enter with a new e-visa. Option 2, apply for a different visa type, such as a business visa, which can sometimes be extended through local immigration offices. If you're doing a border run, leaving to Cambodia, Laos, or Thailand, and coming back, the good news is there is no required waiting period. You can exit and re-enter the same day if you want. But here's the caution. Doing this repeatedly can raise flags with immigration officers. If it looks like you're trying to live in Vietnam on tourist visas, they have the right to question you or deny entry. If you're staying for a longer period, the smarter move is to apply for a 90-day multiple entry e-visa from the start. That's the $50 option. It gives you maximum flexibility without needing to rush in and out. And set a reminder on your phone for your visa expiry date. It's easier than you think to lose track. Overstaying your visa. This section is short, but please pay attention. Vietnam updated its overstay penalties under Decree 2182 of 2025. The The new rules took effect on December 15th, 2025, and the fines are significantly higher than before. If you overstay by less than 16 days, the fine is between $19 and $76. If you overstay between 16 and 29 days, the fine goes up to $380. If you overstay 30 days or more, you're looking at fines up to $1,500, possible deportation, and an entry ban of 1 to 5 years. Even a single day counts as a violation. If you realize you've overstayed by a day or two, you can usually pay the fine at the airport when you depart. But for longer overstays, you must visit an immigration office first before you're allowed to leave the country. An overstay on your record can also affect future visa applications, not just for Vietnam, but for other countries as well. Set that reminder. Know your exit date. Don't let this happen to you. Let me give you the quick version of everything we covered. First, check if you're visa-free based on your nationality. Second, if you need an e-visa, apply only at evisa.gov.vn. Third, single entry is $20, multiple entry is $50, and both are non-refundable. Fourth, apply at least 2 weeks early. Double-check every letter of your name, and print your approved visa. Fifth, make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months from your entry date. And sixth, know your visa expiry date and plan your departure accordingly. Vietnam is one of the most incredible destinations in Southeast Asia. The food, the scenery, the culture, it's all worth it. Don't let a paperwork mistake get in the way. If this video helped you, give it a like. It helps more travelers find this information before they make a costly mistake. And if you have questions about your specific situation, drop your country in the comments, and I'll do my best to help. Safe travels.